from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. A top 25 showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Miami's head coach told me before the game his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Back to you.
All right, Holly. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Using his legs, it's sticky. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Tight end now in motion.
Go, go. Rush, rush, rush.
They'll give it to Joyner. Might have a chance. Inside the 30. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense working from the pistol. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
It's really hard defensively to bring pressure when you keep moving the quarterback outside the pocket. You don't know which way he's going to go. Great job. Get him outside the pocket. Now he can get on the edge and get some easy free yards or take a shot deep down the field.
defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Makes the grab. It's Vaughn. Turning it on. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
Run in the red zone, it's Fletcher. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll run it again. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Snags it over the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
A first down run in the red zone. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Stepping to the right. Got it in the middle. It's Eakin. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Joyner. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Release to the back. Makes the grab on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
You see this more and more in college football. Motion the running back out of the backfield. What am I looking for? I'm looking to see if it's man coverage. Does the linebacker go and chase him? If he does, guess what I get to do? Take advantage of my matchup. I like my speed better than yours.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
The Red Raiders need to pick it up on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the middle. With the catch, it's Simmons. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Tight end finds a soft spot. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were on the last fourth down.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
Intercepted by Miami. And then take over first and 10.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's Mensah to throw. Pocket breaking down. Avoids the pressure and gets away. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. Finds space on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense taking away the quarterback's primary target on that play and forcing the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Makes a connection. There he goes. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They moved him forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. He's going for the goal line. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You always hear coaches harping on their quarterbacks to keep 2 hands on the ball. That time, he got hit, the ball came free, bounced right into the defender's hands, and he makes them pay, taking it back all the way for a score.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point,
there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed, he just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Mensa pulls it in. It's Vaughn. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
And for the majority of the offseason, we thought Mensa was going to be starting for Duke in the offseason saga that happened. Obviously, a lot went into it. But here's what you know about Miami quarterbacks in recent history. Cam Ward, the #1 pick. Carson Beck, a lot of experience coming in. Now Darren Mensa comes in. Miami finds the guy. They have to have that spot covered. And Palmer, they got a really good one.
they have been able to reload. And for anybody that didn't know Darian Mensah and where he started, just look back to his film just 2 years ago at Tulane when he's absolutely lighting up in the American, wins an ACC championship at Duke, and now filling in for Carson Beck and a team that just went to a national championship. But this is a guy with tons of talent, and they think there will be no drop-off at the QB spot. They've got their eyes set on taking one step further this time to win it all.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Throwing, Mensah. Back open in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Gonna look downfield again. The screen, he's got wheels. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense in press coverage. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Canes! Field shrinks. Tight end. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
28, Texas Tech, 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Finds his man. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
It'll be a run on third and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Loses 2.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down now after the sack. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. That's caught. It's Simmons. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Wants to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
From our gorgeous Orlando studios, it's the Week 5 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Let's get right to it with Liberty taking on the number 18 team, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And it's the Flames, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. That gets them back above 500. They're now 3-2 on the season. Here now a look at some other games of note, including a big upset inside the Big Ten.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Mensah fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. The 10. Touchdown Hurricanes. He got a step and just dusted the field.
I just love that about this team because right when it looks like the opponent has just a glimmer of hope, scoring a touchdown on the last drive, they just come right back out, David, and they put their foot down on the gas. They put their foot down on your throat. They stay aggressive and score a touchdown of their own.
It's just such an explosive offense, man. They can hurt you so fast. They're so dangerous. Defenses don't know what to do. You're right. Great answer. You give up a touchdown, you go right back and get you one.
25. Texas Tech, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Might be changing the route. They'll move the tight end. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Hand off from the shotgun. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It was starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Pulls it in. It's Simmons. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds the tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside. It's Dickey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Got room on the return. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Throwing, Mensah unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's a frustrating couple plays for this offense. Like, you got the ball in great field position. You are set up to succeed, and 2 straight incompletions. A big 3rd down coming to see if they can maximize this drive.
3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
The Canes line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Miami! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
42, Texas Tech, 21.
He almost kicked that thing out of bounds, but no penalty into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds his man. It's Johnson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend.
Booster, booster!
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Francis. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your 2nd guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Red Raiders will line up to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Nestles it in at the 35. He gets a block. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Here's Mensah to throw. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
And the Canes peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Canes!
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The run inside. It's Sticky. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Finds his man. It's Carter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Here's a give to Joyner.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Quick handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Man, I think back in the day, this is a no-brainer. You're punting the football and believing your defense, but analytics all the time now telling you to be aggressive. I'm interested to watch this play. Obviously, if you're aggressive, you might could run this clock out and end the football game and not have to put your defense back on the field.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
And when your offensive line can plow holes like that and you can get over 10 yards a carry, like, we don't need to complicate this. Like, this is a very simple form. Be more physical. Hand the football off. That's a great job in back-to-back plays for this offense.
The Red Raiders trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ready, go.
A run for the quarterback. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, it's a nice job there executing the run play and getting in for the score, but you got to wonder, guys, is it too little, too late? They're still trailing by a ton here in the 4th quarter.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Go.
Now on the move. Does not get there. Boy, they stopped him just short of the goal line and kept him from getting the 2. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the Canes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. In the red area, it's Fletcher. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A costly holding penalty backs him up. It's 1st and 20. On the run, it's Fletcher. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Handoff to the lone back. Push down for the tackle.